This is Vidacup, where we invite you to drink from the cup of life to learn. This is Vidacup, where we invite you to drink from the cup of life. To learn more about Vidacup, visit us online at vidacup.com.
Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Donna Valdez, and I am so happy that you have joined us on tonight's podcast. I'd like to first welcome all our guests, our first-time listeners. You can find this at blogtalkradio.com/Vidacup. And you can simply add us to your iTunes so you can make sure you're up to date with all of our incredible trainings, our opportunity calls, our overview calls, as well as our Spanish calls for those that would like to have some bilingual tools. We do these calls every single week, and we archive all of our calls as well. So I encourage you and invite you to check us out online. You can also visit us at vidacup.com, where you'll find more information about how to access these calls. Again, tonight it's an incredible night. It is Monday evening here, and we have a lineup of fantastic speakers to share with everybody a little bit about why Vidacup, why right now. It is a perfect time to grab pen and paper and take your notes. I don't want to hold up anybody any longer, so I'm going to bring on our very first guest. He is our Director of Sales Training and Development, who's going to speak to you a little bit about the company. So, Mr. Jody Humphrey, are you on the line?
I'm here, Donna. Thanks for the introduction. First, I want to congratulate each one of you for being on the call tonight. I know we live in a world where there's so many things competing for your time, whether it's your family or whether it's coming in from a long day or whether you've got the mini shaft syndrome when you've tried different businesses and think you've heard it all before. I want you to take just a few minutes and kind of flush your mind out and listen to what we have to say. I mean, you've taken the time to invest to be on this call, and we take that very seriously. We want you to do the same thing. My name is Jody Humphrey. I have been part of this great industry of network marketing and building and direct selling for all my adult life for over the last 20-plus years. And I have a very unique perspective. I've been very blessed to have a front-row seat to history. You're going to hear us tonight talk about our desire to build a billion-dollar company, and I don't say that casually. I've been blessed to have been part of helping build two previous companies that to this day are billion-dollar market cap companies. So I know what it takes, and I've been able to see the blueprints for success, and I see those same clues all over the beginnings and the evolution of Vidacup. First of all, what a great name. I mean, Vida in so many languages refers to the word life, and I think right now hope is important. We're at a time where the misery index is at an all-time high in our country. People are very discouraged at trying to find answers, and the answers really only come from the things that you can control, and that's where you go put your business time. And I would challenge you to take your time and effort and take it just as serious as you do your money. And so many people, if they have money, they're interested in making sure they put it in the right places to get the right rate of return. We're here. I'm going to challenge you to look at your next 5 to 10 years of your business life. Where are you going to put it? Where are you going to have the best rate of return on your time and your effort? And I think Vidacup is very worthy of your time. This is an incredible opportunity. It's very unique. It's well-funded, great leaders, and I'm going to talk a little bit about more about that in just a second. But over the last year, there's been a great story brewing. Many people in our industry have predicted that the coffee industry in particular would be one of, if not the next, billion-dollar marketplace. And along with moving in those lines, there's been a great leadership team that has come together over the last 7 or 8 months. It's been behind the scenes. You've already heard from Donna Valdez, who's just doing a tremendous job as the Chief Marketing Officer. You're going to hear from two of our other great leaders tonight, as well as our great outside industry professional. Jeff Mack has come in and is now the CEO with an incredible background in this industry, been a tremendous leader, legend in the business. And Chris Tonella, who you're going to hear from tonight, is a tremendous background, one of our master distributors and just a great trainer. And this great leadership team, along with Roy Williams and others, has come together to put what you see today as Vidacup. And what has happened is that we feel that there's always room for success. I know that there's always room for excellence. You know, you can look and see that there's all kinds of companies starting on a weekly basis. You know about people being home-based businesses. They're starting at a record record pace here in the United States. But there aren't ones that can compete with Vidacup. When you take a look at the combination of our leadership team, which I just told you about, our tremendous backing, the backing for our company, because you can have a great idea, you have a great concept, and even a great leadership team, if it's not funded properly and you don't have the money to survive and even to go launch a company, then you're not going to be able to get where you need to be. But the funding and the backing of Vidacup comes from a tremendous group of businessmen and women who have been very successful and have owned professional sports franchises along with many other companies. So we have great backing, tremendous compensation plan, which you're going to hear a little bit about in a few minutes, and we got a great product. There's nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. You've heard that quote, and that's what you're going to hear about tonight. And we've got a great new wrinkle on a powerful concept. I think you know the numbers. The coffee, right behind water is the most consumed beverage in the world. The numbers are absolutely staggering. There's more than 500 million cups of coffee are consumed every day around the world. And you're going to hear how we do something that people are already doing in their daily lives. And now put ingredients in it that are going to be life-changing for them. And you're going to hear more about that from the experts in just a few minutes. But I want to talk a little bit about timing real quickly. I talked about the misery index being at an all-time high, and there's several things moving in our country right now. One is that you have a group of people that are on the move, that have come from corporate America or have heard about businesses and thought about trying businesses. But out of necessity, you've got this great group of talent, the most talented group of people that have ever been in our country are looking for a home. And one of the things I want to let you know on my part as we start out is that this is worthy of you planting your flag here, putting in your career best effort, and knowing that you're going to be rewarded for it. We're going to go build a billion-dollar company. That's our objective. We want to build a great international brand, and we just are so excited to have you on the ground floor as we start off and build this great journey that we're calling Vidacup. The compensation plan and the recognition plan that's put in place are fantastic. We're looking for ways. This is a distributor-driven company. All the decisions that I've been involved in and the ones that I know of that I haven't been involved in, they're always what's best for the field. And I see that, and that's the spirit that's permeating throughout the Vidacup. We're in the process of getting ready for our great meeting coming up in Charlotte to launch, go through really our pre-launch as we're finishing up this year, and we're excited to have you looking at it. So I'll turn it back over to you, Donna.
Well, thank you so much, Jody, and it is pretty exciting considering we're in pre-launch. Imagine that opportunity and timing. It's incredible. He touched a little bit about our incredible products, and it is with great honor that I am able to bring on, someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for, who's going to share with you her enthusiasm, her excitement about Vidacup's incredible product line. Dr. Daria Davidson, are you on the line?
Donna, I am here. Thank you so much for everything. You're working hard, I know.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to you folks a little bit about the products, and obviously we could talk for weeks about all the different things that each of the components of the products can do for you. In way of my background, I was an emergency room doctor for 20 years, so I've definitely been on the intervention side of things. But I'm also board certified in integrative holistic medicine, and I've worked in the consumer health space as a consultant and in other roles, product development, et cetera, over the last almost 20 years now. So as you look at Vidacup's products, they're unique because they start with something very common and then they make them very uncommon. So Mojo, of course, tastes like a robust, delicious cup of coffee. It's ready brewed, ready to go, tastes delicious, and the things that have been placed in it make your life a lot better because we've expanded the benefit of coffee, and there is benefit to coffee, but it made it a very broad platform. We'll talk about one key ingredient that's in each of the Vidacup products in just a moment. The Ageless Brew, my personal favorite, it is a cup of coffee that's dressed up quite a bit, tastes delicious, absolutely like a world-class latte, and I live in Seattle, so you know that visiting coffee stores, commonly called Starbucks around here, is a common activity, and a latte there will cost about $3.50 to $4 and have about 280 to 380 calories in it. The Ageless Brew is delicious, 45 calories, no artificial sweeteners, fabulous product. And again, infused with the H1X1 super concentrate and several other things very much designed to slow down the aging process to actually help your cells be healthier directly. That's not an overstatement. It's the absolute truth of what's in there. And then lastly, the Extreme, which is our healthy energy beverage. Holy mackerel, that is an incredible product. Incredible. All you have to do is ask someone who uses an energy drink frequently or even occasionally to simply experience it and give some feedback, and you'll get the idea. But what's nice about it is it's filled with many, many things that are very, very good for you. It's got an ORAC rating of 5,000 units, which is a very robust antioxidant benefit for someone who is busy. We and especially if they're working out, we certainly know that keeping the free radicals under control is critical. Let me talk real quickly, though, about the H1X1 Super Concentrate. This is a unique product. The super concentrate of it, which is an extraction process specifically for this strain of the Agaricus blazei mushroom, that process leads to the super concentrate. The super concentrate is only available at Vidacup. No one else can get it. Now, I use the H1X1 strain of Agaricus in my integrative medical practice when we're dealing with people who are dealing with very severe immune issues. And again, as a doctor, I do things in my medical practice that I certainly would not do in the consumer health space directly. The H1X1 is the best of the best when it comes to Agaricus. Agaricus is considered by many, myself included, to be the most robust of all of the medicinal mushrooms. It started its great history in a very small village in the mountainous areas of Brazil, and the people living there lived to be very old and very healthy, unusually so. A Japanese researcher took some of their little beloved mushroom back to Japan, where medicinal mushrooms are common in all of Asia. They grew some, and then they did a study, and I'm not going to go into the details of the study, but what they showed was when they compared the Agaricus, this new mushroom that they picked up from Brazil, with the top 14 strains of medicinal mushrooms that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years, they did a comparison, and they found that of the 15, the Agaricus ranked number one, and the lowest happened to be reishi, which is also called Ganoderma. So of the 15, reishi, which is a well-used medicinal mushroom, ranked the lowest. Agaricus ranked the highest. Because of that research in Japan some 25 or 30 years ago, Agaricus remains the top number one medicinal mushroom used today throughout Japan. Now, the H1X1 strain is a very unique, beautiful hybrid strain. The original strain from the Piedad in Brazil was introduced to a strain that was found in California, of all places. And this is after many hundreds of different introductions by some scientific mycologists, mushroom scientists here in the United States, and they found that when they introduced those two species together, those two strains of the Agaricus, that it created a super potent offspring, about several hundred times more potent than either of the parents. They actually were able to get a patent on that because it was such a unique blending. It's like an heirloom mushroom, really. They keep it locked away securely in a vault in the United States with a backup in Europe. Every time they're going to grow a new crop, they grow it, first of all, always organically in a controlled setting, so there's no variance at all, but they also genetically fingerprint it every time to make sure that nothing has happened to change it in any way. So this is the best of the best of the best of the best. I mean, Agaricus is the crown jewel of the medicinal mushrooms, and H1X1 is the crown jewel of Agaricus, and then the super concentrate is the crown jewel of H1X1. I use an extract in my medical practice, which is a very potent extract. The super concentrate takes it a step further. They actually have enzymatically opened up some of the linkages in the cell wall where the most robust nutrients are located for supporting your health, and it does a lot of things. It supports immune function very beautifully, but it also supports healthy cholesterol, triglyceride levels, healthy blood sugar levels. I mean, the list goes on and on. So the super concentrate simply opens up that area of the mushroom better, extracting more robustly the key active ingredients. It's a fabulous product. I was really thrilled when I heard that it found a home, and it wasn't looking for a home. Everybody was looking to secure it. For the fact that they brought it to Vidacup, well, that's a great testament to the strength of this company, because